Hello and welcome to Vetter Guns and Gear channel. Today I will be doing a brief tabletop review, and that tabletop review is going to be on this guy right here. This is the star of the show today. This grip has been out for several years. This is the Magpul. It's the K2 grip. I'm going to discuss a lot of the pros and cons. There are not very many cons I could think of at all, but a lot more pros, so let's get into it. Just going to do a quick unboxing. Now, I do own several of these, or I've owned them in the past, and these are great for SBR setups, as well as pistol configured AR, so that's what the box looked like. As you can see there, typical Magpul, you know. It's the bottom, it's the top. All right, let's get to the start of the show here. Let's take it out the packaging. Try to keep this as brief as possible. All right, this is it. So I will give you a actual 360 of this grip here. That's what the front looks like. That's what the other side looks like. There's a view from the top, and there's your bottom view. These are really cool grips, Magpul. They have bottles that you can put oil in. I typically like to store a bore snake in here, or some extra parts like a firing pin. So the storage is pretty neat. Also in the storage, you have your screw. Try to keep this on camera. So that's how you remove the storage base plate. That's what it looks like. It just rides on this little track right in there, as you could see. And then here is your mounting hardware, which is a screw. But it's not just a screw, as you could see, if I could get my camera to focus. This screw, actually, you could use a flathead screwdriver or a hex bit to install this on your lower receiver. So these screws are pretty awesome, and it come with Loctite or a thread locker already pre-installed on the screw. So that's pretty great. You don't have to go out and buy thread locker, nor do you need to use a external lock washer. So it's pretty awesome. All right, as far as the price, you could find these anywhere from $18 to $25. It's about what they retail for. Let's hit some of the pros on this guy. Again, I think the top pro for this actual grip is for SBR and AR pistol type configurations, because with this grip, the main thing you're getting is a different angle. The angle, it's more of a straight angle on this grip. Let me roll another grip into here so I could kind of show you. What I have here is a Anderson. It's a lower parts kit. If you watch my video, or watch my channel, I have a full video on this kit. So check out my channel, subscribe to my channel, and you'll get good information like this. So let's get the grip out of here that comes in this kit. This is a complete lower parts kit. Let's get that out of the way. All right. So on a build that I'm working on, I never use these A2 style grips. Not a fan of them. You know, we had these in the military, and this is just GI standard issue type grips, you know, which leaves a lot more to be desired. But anyways, there's no storage here. It's just your standard pistol grip here. But what I want to show you though is the angle. So when I line these two up, and get the mounting surfaces, you could see there's a pretty significant difference in angle there. And what that angle is going to translate to is better ergonomics. Here, let's flip it over. It's not the best view, but there is definitely a difference in that angle there. Let's see, I think this is going to be the best way to show you guys again. Yeah, it's going to translate into much better ergonomics. With an SBR, you know, it's already a short package, and this will allow you to bring the firearm a lot closer into your shoulder. If you have a SBR, you know, you could shoulder it. If you have a AR pistol, this will give you a much greater purchase and more control of the actual pistol when using this, because if you were using a standard A2 grip, the angle, I'm exaggerating, but it's kind of more in this fashion here, and that's a pretty aggressive angle to hold your wrist at when you're using an SBR. You know, if you're trying to keep your hands off the trigger, which you should anyway, keep your hand off the fun switch, that's a pretty aggressive angle to just sit there and hold your hand at with a standard A2 grip. And this is just a lot more ergonomic. Actually, you know what, I have a lower that I'm working on. I'll kind of give you a little bit of a, this is a lower. Let me see. Just gonna kind of put this on here. It's a little tight because this is brand new, so sometimes there are some fitment. Bear with me. No, I didn't seat it all the way on there. Sorry, I had to pull it off camera and bring it in closer to me. But that's what I'm talking about when it comes to angle and just positioning. It's not all the way on there, but I just kind of want to give you a general idea of what it's going to look like on a lower. This is all lined up, but it's just not seated all the way. So if you had SBR, you know, this allows you a much greater ergonomic fit and allow you to bring it in closer to your body and not have that exaggerated angle. My hand is in the fun switch place. I know it shouldn't be there, but I'm just doing this for this demonstration. You know, so all right, just want to show you that, what it looks like on a lower, and versus having this on there, and you know, the angle, as you could see, if this was properly mounted, that is the angle that you would have, which is a lot. It's not as comfortable. So let's hit a few more of the pros on this guy here. Price, you know, it's a very affordable grip. The price is right. The angle is great for SBRs and AR pistols. Again, you have a storage compartment on this, so that's really awesome. You know, the feel, the texture on here, it's very it's great. You know, it just really sticks to your hand. It's not overly aggressive. You have nice texturing on the rear as well as the front. You know, you don't have the finger grooves. It's just, everything is just nice and smooth, so all that appeals to me. You know, it's just it's typical grade Magpul quality, which is, if you're a fan of Magpul, I'm not, you know, a 100% Magpul fanboy, but if you like Magpul equipment, you know, the fit and finish is typical Magpul fit and finish, so everything is great. I guess if there were any cons, the only con I could really think of is with some receivers, this here happens to be a Anderson lower receiver, but with some receivers, when this is completely mounted, you will run into a gap situation here, which you know, functionally it's not going to affect anything, but just from a aesthetics point of view, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing. I know BCM is one of the lures I've seen this K2 grip mounted on, and there was a nasty gap here. So, and there are a few other lure receivers. I have buddies out there that tell me that, you know, the K2 grip leaves a gap. So just be mindful of that. And at the end, I would definitely give this 2 thumbs up. It is definitely a buy. And there you go. That's my review on the Magpul K2 grip. There is a enhanced version out there, or a plus version, which has the more rubbery, spongy texture. I personally don't really care for it. I like this one a lot better, so I tend to default to this one versus the plus, you know, the K2 plus grip. So that's going to do it for my review. If you found this video useful, please hit that thumbs up button. You know, give me a like. Also, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a comment, and I will respond. And hit that subscribe button too. It really helps the channel. Well, thank you for viewing my video today. Also, I'd like to encourage you guys and girls out there to, you know, if you see someone out there in uniform, whether it's EMS, just any first responder or military, hey, stop and tell those guys thanks, you know, those men and women in uniform, because, you know, sometimes they need that extra encouragement. I know it used to help me when I was in the military. All right, that's going to do it for me, and Better Guns and Gear out here.